Hey everyone, we're so excited to have you here with us today. If you're someone who struggles with thinking in English, then this episode is just for you. Have you ever found yourself translating every single word in your head before speaking? It slows you down, right? Exactly. Many English learners face this problem. They think in their native language first, then try to translate into English. And by the time they're ready to speak, the moment has already passed. But don't worry, in today's episode, we're going to show you how to train your brain to think directly in English, just like a native speaker. And trust me, once you start thinking in English, everything becomes easier: speaking, listening, even writing. Let's dive in. Why is thinking in English so important? The truth is, if you always think in your native language first and then translate, you'll never be able to speak fluently. It creates a delay. Your brain is working twice as hard. First it forms a sentence in your native language, then it tries to find the right English words, and sometimes the translation doesn't even make sense. Oh, absolutely. Like when someone says, "I have cold," instead of, "I am cold." It sounds unnatural in English, even though the direct translation might make sense in their native language. That's why thinking in English is so powerful. It trains your brain to build sentences the way native speakers do, without getting stuck on translation. And let's talk about confidence. When you start thinking in English, you feel more confident because words come to you faster. Yes, no more awkward pauses or long silences. You just respond, naturally and smoothly. Another benefit, it improves your listening skills too. If you think in English, your brain processes English conversations much faster, so you understand people better. That's so true, not just in conversations, even when you're watching movies or listening to music. You start recognizing words instantly, instead of mentally translating everything. Good point. Because when you think in English, you start hearing the sounds in your head the way native speakers say them. It helps with speaking clearly and confidently. So just to summarize, thinking in English helps you speak faster, boosts your confidence, improves your listening skills, and even makes your pronunciation better. Now, you might be wondering, okay, I get why it's important, but how do I actually train my brain to do it? Don't worry, we're going to break it down step by step. But first, let's talk about some common mistakes that stop people from thinking in English. Yes. Many learners don't even realize they're making these mistakes. But once you fix them, you'll see a huge improvement. Alright, mistake number 1, and it's a big one: relying too much on translation. If you always translate in your head, your brain never gets used to forming English thoughts directly. Exactly, it's like riding a bike with training wheels forever. You've got to trust your brain. Oh yes, grammar is important, but if you keep pausing to check every single rule, you'll never sound natural. Native speakers don't stop to think about grammar when they talk, and they make mistakes too. Right, but making mistakes is how we learn. The more you practice thinking in English, the better you'll get. So don't be afraid to sound imperfect. Great point. If you only use English in a classroom or during study time, but not in your daily life, your brain won't make the switch. That's why immersion is so important. Exactly. Okay, let's quickly recap those 4 mistakes. 1. Relying too much on translation. 2. Overthinking grammar. 3. Fear of making mistakes. 4. Not surrounding yourself with English. Now it's time for the best part: how can you actually train your brain to think in English? Yes, let's break it into simple, powerful steps that anyone can follow. Oh, I love this one. It's such an easy habit to build. Just look around and say the names of objects in English. For example, bed, window, lamp, phone. Yes, this helps your brain connect English to your daily life. Yes, you can do this while cooking, walking, or even brushing your teeth. Describe what you're doing. I'm making tea, or, the water is warm. Exactly. And if you're worried about mistakes, don't be. No one's listening. Oh, this is a game changer. Many learners still use bilingual dictionaries, but switching to English dictionaries really helps. For example, if you don't know the word excited, look it up in English, feeling very happy and eager. That way, your brain learns to connect ideas, not translations. Yes, don't try to be perfect right away. Start with short thoughts. I'm hungry. I need coffee. Then slowly build longer sentences. Oh, I love this one. It's like having a little English narrator in your head. For example, what should I eat today? I think I'll go for a walk. Yes, you can even ask yourself simple questions like, what should I wear? Or, how am I feeling? Absolutely, the more you hear English, the more your brain adapts to it. Listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, read simple books, fill your environment with English. Yes, and the best part, you can start all of this today. Now let's talk about daily exercises, small actions you can do every day to make thinking in English a permanent habit. Yes, because just knowing the steps isn't enough. Practice is everything. Yes. Instead of waking up and thinking in your native language, say, today is Tuesday. I have work at 9. I'll meet my friend for dinner. This helps your brain switch into English mode right from the start, and before bed, review your day in English too. Oh, I love this one. For just 30 minutes a day, try to only think in English. No translation allowed. Yes, you'll get better over time. Even 5 minutes is a win. You can say, I'm brushing my hair. It's raining outside. No one's listening, it's just you training your mind. Yes, turn your routine into English time. That's a wonderful habit, and don't stress about grammar. Just focus on expressing your thoughts freely. If you do these small things every day, your brain will naturally start thinking in English. Yes, and like any new habit, consistency is key. Absolutely, it's totally normal to struggle. But the key is, don't give up. These challenges are just part of the journey. Be patient and start small, even short English thoughts help. Yes, that's why we say, don't freeze up. Describe the word using other words. For example, that thing where I keep milk cold, what's that? Oh yes, the refrigerator. That's so real. Sometimes it feels like nothing is changing, but it is. Track your progress. Keep a little journal. Record yourself. A month later, you'll be amazed. Exactly. The most important thing is, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Keep practicing, keep going. Thinking in English is a skill, and you're building it every single day. Yes. Start small, stay consistent, and keep learning.